I put my lifetime in between the paper's lines. Real hip-hop.
One of those days, Mike.
Yo, it's crazy right now, yo.
Crazy back home. Crazy in Dallas.
It's just like 2020 just won't. We need to just end 2020 now. This year needs to end. Literally, like now. Excuse me. Like this just needs to end. Please, we need to get out of this year.
I was in a clubhouse with Jay Morg.
He called me. He called me today. He was like, "Yo, you know about Clubhouse?" I was like, "Man, me and Bang was just potting about this shit last week. I need in."
Yeah, he told me he talked to you. Said if he get a joint, he gonna send it your way. Because he wanted to talk about a certain album that came out today. Is not a classic.
Happy anniversary! 17 years ago today. Jeezy, a.k.a. Sean Carter, a.k.a. the greatest of all time, dropped his, at the time, was supposed to be his last album, the Black Album. I remember when this album came out. I remember when the promo started for this album, back in 2003.
Yeah.
He was on tour at the time with 50 Cent, the Rock the Mic tour. And I had went to that show. Shout out to my boy Mike Webb. We his mom stayed in Chicago Heights. It was at the Tweeter Center at the time. They called it the Tweeter Center in Tinley Park. We had spent the night at his mom's crib, and then we went to that concert, and they were handing out the promos. They was having like promo stickers for the promo flyers for that album. And at the time, that album was supposed to be 12 songs, 12 producers. That was the first legendary thing about that album that it was supposed to be, but it didn't happen. I still to this day wish that would have happened. If you Google that promo flyer, it showed every producer that was supposed to be on that album. Like 12 songs, 12 producers. And that was the whole beginning of the Black Album, but it eventually ended up not being that way. But it still was supposed to be his last album. We had got the movie Fade to Black. He did the show at Madison Square Garden and all of that shit, yo. But the Black Album is a fucking classic, yo. I don't care. People feel like, it's a few songs on there that could be some throwaway records that, could probably stop the album from being a classic. But Black Album is a classic album. I will argue with whoever, anybody. I don't care. Jay Morg, he's the biggest Hov fan that I know, but he claims that Black Album is not a classic. That's just it don't sit well with me. Black Album is fire, and it has underrated songs on there. Like, you got songs like Justify My Thug. Y'all want to throw that song away. I think that is a very underappreciated record.
I don't like the beat.
DJ Quick.
I don't care what the fuck it is.
Very underappreciated record, bro.
I don't like every Dr. Dre beat. Nigga.
I think that I know that. I wasn't saying it like that, but I'm saying like that's an underappreciated DJ Quick record. I think it's a good record. I think that song is good. I think it's Change Clothes. I think Change Clothes is a good song. I don't think that's necessarily a bad song. Like, it was a lead-off single. It was a single. But I still feel like it was a good song, good video, Other than that, there's really not no other like songs that you could really go on that album and be like, it's questionable. Why is this on here?
Before we get, I have a legit question that I didn't put in the notes. Based off of what you just said, and I saw a group in Clubhouse talk about this particular song, and I saw people on Twitter talking about this particular song. So before I talk about that, Some Dude episode 64.
Okay.
We're on episode 64. Make sure, you rate, like, subscribe, download to Some Dude wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Instagram at Some Dude Pod. Click the link in the bio and hit our merch store. We got sweats. The winter's coming up. We're in the fall season. Go ahead and get those sweats any color you want. We got it for you. So whatever mics you got, we got the color for you.
I need to order my pair.
You say what?
I said I need to order me a couple pair of them.
I do too.
I ain't even ordered mine yet.
I do too. It's a lot of stuff that's going on currently in the world right now. So even before I get started with the show, prayers up to Jeremiah. I got word on Clubhouse this morning that he was in the hospital. I think nobody really wanted to announce it at that time. Didn't think people knew it, but I heard about it on Clubhouse, and then I searched it out. Just the news person in me, the journalist in me was like, okay, let me go ahead and search this out. And Young Berg Hickmaker put up an Instagram post saying to pray for Jeremiah. Okay. I don't think I'm bogus in saying that Jeremiah may have saved Young Berg's career on the production side. Like, Jeremiah and Berg has done a lot on the, the singing and beat side, so I know, and then plus the Chicago connection, of course. So prayers up to Jeremiah.
Okay, so I've seen 50 Cent post. 50 Cent made a post as well.
I don't want to say, I don't.
Exactly.
Let me just
you know where I'm going with this, right?
Nah, I don't want to say it because, I've heard that for more than, I heard that in the Clubhouse too, but I don't want to.
You heard what?
What you about to allude to?
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I don't know. We don't know exactly.
Yeah, so
what
we don't
is.
know exactly. Let me just put it like this: I'm not gonna say what the outlets are saying. What some of the people are saying, and some of the outlets are saying, until somebody close to the situation says it,
confirms it, right?
But I will say that TMZ said that homie is on a ventilator, and TMZ's coverage of it is basically saying pray for Jeremiah. So let's just throw out a prayer for him. Even though he's okay, man, pray for Boosie too. He goes to Dallas because what's my man named Mo3? His artist from Dallas.
That's his artist.
That's his artist. Yeah. Was shot and killed on a freeway in Dallas. From what I read, weird setup where somebody swooped on him. He had got out, ran. They shot at him, shot him in the back of his head. Damn. That right there, that between that and King Von, like what the fuck, hip hop?
What is going on, yo?
I won't say what's going on in hip hop. Just like it's just a lot coming at us from hip hop. But both of those situations was fuck shit. But prayers up to the family. But Boosie goes to Dallas on his birthday and goes to pay his respects to the homies and all of that, and he ends up getting shot in the leg.
Crazy.
That's
crazy, man.
Today's a crazy day. So I got my computer up because this unfortunately is part of my job to get some of this stuff out. But pray for Boosie, pray for the family of Mo3 or Mo3. I've never really heard homie music, so I'm not about to front like
Yeah, I haven't.
At the same time, like fam,
still,
like that's still fucked up. Prayers up to the family of King Von and the others that was killed in the incident with Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo came out and said that it was self-defense. Hard to argue that if you're fighting, but put the guns down and throw them hands. That's all I would say to that. And if you have somebody that's dealing with some things, pray for y'all. Also, before I get started, man, hey Mike, I really just walked in the house.
Okay.
Because I didn't go on my walk today, and I ran into some Proud Boys.
Hey, I'm at the bowling alley. I'm at the bowling alley with my daughter this morning, and she bowled league Saturday mornings, and they had CNN on the TV, and I'm looking. I'm like, what the hell is this? I said, oh, the Trump people out here.
Million MAGA March.
I saw one of them signs. I said, oh, hell no. Y'all fucking. They actually have that. They have, like, at this time last week, it was pretty much confirmed that Biden had won, but we still wasn't sure about, like, states like Georgia and Nevada.
He's the projected winner.
Now he's projected the winner of those states.
He's the projected winner. You still got to do the other stuff to get it certified, but he's the projected winner. And
he's projected by a lot at this point. Like he's
it's the same as 2020. It's the same as 2016.
Yeah, he's cleared 300 electoral votes.
The only difference here is that Trump didn't have the popular vote.
Yeah.
But he had the electoral vote at the same number as Biden has it, but Biden has the popular vote too by a lot.
Biden cleared that as well.
So
He cleared the popular vote.
So yeah, he rode through. He rode through the joint though. He drove through. They're like trap, boy, we love you, nigga.
So I don't want to get too deep into this shit, but briefly, yes. Explain what was going on down there, man.
I won't explain what was going down there. I'll explain what was going on when I was walking home.
Yes, explain that. How did that go?
So I live next to the metro train, in Silver Spring, downtown Silver Spring. So I'm walking up. I got to pass the train to get to my apartment complex.
Yeah.
And I look, and about 9 of them get off the train, come down, turn. I was like, shit. And I see the Trump flag. I was like, fuck. Shit. And I'm on the phone with my pops, too. It's the crazy shit. I'm on the phone with my pops. So I'm like, hey, man, stay on the phone, fam.
Wait. Were you in fear, bro?
I wasn't. It wasn't fair. It's just if it has to go down, it has to go down.
Okay,
at that point, you can't fear shit.
Okay.
You can't be scared because if you're scared, you gotta. If you scared, you walk the other way. You're like, fuck it, let me just go on another walk.
You was just preparing yourself.
Just preparing myself. Like, yo, if you hear somebody say nigger, just call my wife and let her know. Call the police. If you hear the word nigger with a hard ER, you know what to do. You know what to do. And remember where I'm from, Mike. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. My head is always on a swivel. Period. I don't give a fuck if I didn't see the Proud Boys there. My head is always on the swivel. So it didn't need to be on the swivel because these motherfuckers was right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck. I slow down a bit. And the nigga look at me. 2 of them. Like, I think they was getting something out of their bag or whatever. And I looked.
Oh.
I looked at them. They looked at me. They was maybe putting something in the bag or getting something out of the bag. I don't know. But I looked at them. They looked at me. They kept going. Nigga had the flag on them. I'm like, shit. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. The bang in me, that's single and not in a relationship with no kids, wouldn't have started some shit.
You said you would have.
I wouldn't have started some shit, but I would have been like, yo, y'all fuck with buddy. Let's talk.
Okay.
If I'm single, no kids, I would have pulled one of them niggas to the side, had a conversation. Not even gonna front. Cause I did this and now Proud Boy type, because these niggas look dingy as fuck. So I'm gonna say they look like Proud Boys. But these motherfuckers look like Deliverance. They look like them niggas. They look like they fuck their cousins when they get back. 2016, I helped get content for a show in Richmond, and it was the same time that Trump had a joint in Richmond, and it was nothing but Make America Great Again folks in the hotel room. So I'm like, fuck. So matter of fact, this was the finals. This was Cleveland Golden State finals. I forgot which game it was. I think it was game 4 or game 5. But we was all watching the game with each other.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to be like, yo, man, talk to me about these motherfucking ass, man. But I was like, nah. Nah, it ain't the time. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, that's a different story because we in a hotel. It's a controlled environment. We outside. So them niggas could have been like, nigger, we don't give a fuck about Biden, Proud Boys, white power. And I would have been like, well, I don't fuck with Biden. Don't call me no nigga though, fam, because now we got to fight.
Yeah.
And being that we got to fight, that means if I would have said that, that's 9 niggas that would have been like, oh, this nigga think he, what's that, Luke Cage? He think he can fight all this little fat nigga here? Nah, you still got to pick and choose your battles. If it was 3 more people with me, I wouldn't have gave a fuck.
Right.
Like if it, all my cousins, we all big and we all could throw hands. Hey, wait, 4 against 9, that's fun.
Yeah.
Let's go. 2 each, nigga. Let's get it. You got to knock one of these motherfuckers out though. First punch.
Yep.
We got to clear a nigga first.
Yep.
Let them know what's going on.
Let them know that it's real.
Let them know it's real in the field. But it was just me. So I just stayed back, and they slowed down a little bit more.
Okay.
But see, here's JR got to get out of his own head sometimes.
Yeah.
I was about to walk with them motherfuckers.
Like on some bullshit.
Oh yeah, I was going. See, so you got to pull me back in, and I pulled myself back in. So I crossed the street. It turns out that they were going into the parking garage.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. And my father's on the phone with me, like, so where they at now? I was like, they went in the parking garage. Yeah. And he goes, hey man, you thought about walking with them, didn't you? I was like, man, you know me. Man, don't do that shit, man.
Bro, I want to see where this is going. Goddamn.
Yeah, I was. But then again, they look like them deliverance niggas. Nah, they look like they don't like me.
Right.
And I know it. Like, yeah, let's look. Let's have an honest conversation here. I'm not gonna front now. Now you said, were you scared? And no, I wasn't scared. Apprehensive is the best term. Making sure that shit goes straight. I'm not scared. I'm like, because if I was scared, I would have went around or across the street. With that being said, it's like when you see white people in Carhartts, you kind of go, they shoot people. I know that might sound stereotypical, but if I see if I see a white person in the Carhartt, the big brown coat, I automatically
that motherfucker got a gun.
Yeah, he got a gun. It's not even he don't like niggas. I just think he got a gun. He hunts. He shoots. Now, a white person might listen to this pod like, all right, bang, you're going too fucking far. That's racist. And I'll say, no, that's not racist because I love you. I'm just saying that, and I think it was Sam or Emmanuel Acho, he has a show. And I saw this clip on Twitter today. Do you or the wife be having you watch like HGTV?
HGTV?
Yeah, HGTV. Man, you see, okay, it's this white couple. I forgot their name, but they're a nice couple. Very nice couple. I think they got their own network now. It's like Chip and his wife or some shit. But they were on like Emmanuel Acho has a show called Uncomfortable Conversations. And he does it with white people. He did an episode with Matthew McConaughey. We get to ask each other questions, bridge the gap, and Chip and his wife, their daughter, asked the question. I think she asked him if he was scared of white people. He was like, no, he's not. But he's like, I think about it like this. We need water to survive, right? We need electricity, right? But you don't want to put water and electricity together because you might die. I said, man, that's the perfect analogy. Like, I like white people and I want to get along with white people. And I get along, for the most part, a lot of white people. A lot. But I think white people need to understand that normal black people who look at them sometimes be like,
you might be.
Do you like me?
Are you one of them?
Are you one of them?
MAGA?
Trey's teacher is white. I searched her Facebook. I went to search her on Facebook. Let me see what she talking about. Saw some Black Lives Matter shit on there. I was cool. I was like, oh, thank God.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I've never thought to do that before.
Nigga, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I need to know who I'm dealing with.
I've never thought about doing that ever.
Yeah, right. I need to know who I'm dealing with. Fuck you talking about.
All my daughter's teachers are white. So.
Oh yeah, you know their names?
Yes.
You know the first names?
No.
Yeah.
I think they probably first.
You gotta have it in the book, a letter of her email or something.
Yeah,
search that shit.
Yeah,
buddy.
me and the wife are gonna look this up. Go ahead.
Search that shit, fam. Look who I don't give a fuck if they black.
Yeah.
Look, cause what if you was a single dad, fam, and you go on her Facebook page, and that ass out, or she got on a summer dress or a romper.
Yeah.
And that ass is nice. You know that ass is nice because you went to a class doing parent-teacher conference. Like, damn, sure they got a fat ass. That's the teacher? Oh, fuck. Let me go to her Facebook page. Let me find her on Instagram, see what she talking about. Oh, she's single? See, if you were a single dad, there's a reason for you to investigate. Now, as not a single dad with a wife, you got to investigate to see what the fuck she talking about. Yep. What if she's an excessive drinker? Wait, man, what? My first grade teacher was a drunk.
Damn, you remember that?
Hell yeah.
First grade teacher drunk?
First grade teacher was a drunk.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that shit, but we were supposed to go on the trip, and she kept the money.
Wow.
Yeah. She kept the money.
Wow.
She
straight to the liquor store with this, buddy.
She kept the money, and she went to all of the parents and brought them the money back. It was like $20 too.
$20 a kid.
This wasn't like your $5 trip.
What field trip? Where the fuck y'all was going?
I forgot where we was going, but I didn't know it was the Museum of Science and Industry.
Okay.
And the $20 was supposed to be for the fee and for the lunch.
Okay.
And we never went. And my mom's was like, well, where our money at? And I was like, I don't know. But my mom was like, you know what, whatever. We'll get it back. And I guess the school found out. And them niggas was like, hey, you're fired. But they gave her a chance to get like the parents the money back and shit. And that's what happened. I'm like, fuck, man.
Are they gonna get the police on that ass?
Yeah, like so that's why it's important, fam. It is important to check on who is around your kids. Who teaching your kids? Last thing you want to do is get some like religious zealot, that try to implement some shit. Yeah. To your kid and all that shit, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm glad you made it out of that situation,
man, buddy.
Glad that worked out for you.
You goddamn right, because you text me talking about some bang. We supposed to be doing the pod, bang.
Yeah, because I saw you. I was like, well, for now it looked like he good, so I wasn't too concerned, but I had an eye on that shit when I saw it on CNN, and I was like, damn, Joe, they in DC. I said, yeah,
it was lit.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
I wanted to go too.
How are they reacting down there?
I wanted to go. I wanted to go for 3 reasons. One, I wanted to see if it's a white person I know out here that was gonna be there. Like, oh shit.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Oh,
you one of them.
You one of them the whole time. It's breaking news to me.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. So that's one. Yeah. The other part is I be liking this. Look, okay, you like who you like. I don't think nobody was gonna shoot somebody down that damn shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I want to see how people react to Buddy.
According to the Trump people, the Trump supporters, that regardless of whatever the outcome is, if we decide to protest, or it's gonna be peaceful, it's not gonna be like how you guys are. This is the Trump people saying. Like,
And motherfuckers want to prolong.
They pretty much said that niggas is gonna do nigga shit, and we're gonna do shit peacefully.
Nah, niggas get mad.
They ain't gonna be out there looting.
Niggas get mad over police shootings, fam. That's
Right.
what they get mad at.
I seen some Trump supporters talking about some motherfucking black people was gonna be out here looting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, nah. Niggas get mad over police shootings. We ain't give a fuck. Well, certain niggas, certain niggas,
Yeah.
But we've been like, all right, one of these motherfuckers gonna win. So it is what it is. You had to worry. White people, you would have had to worry about white people. Okay, like the Proud Boys. I want to see how them Proud Boys be. Like, I really want to see how the Proud Boys be. I want to see how integrated they are too. I want to see how integrated they are. I want to see if they were, a mixture of black, white, Latino, Asian, Proud Boys, ready to fuck shit up for Trump. Yeah, I would have seen that shit. So yeah, I want to see if I knew somebody down there. I really just want to see the interaction with people, like how they support they homie. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see how them Proud Boys act. Now, I say that, and I see 9 of these motherfuckers get off the train. Yeah. See, that's a controlled environment with thousands of people. If you fuck me up there, you fucking everything up. Mm-hmm. So you might not, just because you want people to look at y'all and be like, oh yeah, they're a nice organization. Don't fuck nobody up yet. But if we see your ass get off the train, once we see you get off the train, yeah, that's your ass, nigga.
On site.
But these niggas got off the train.
Yeah.
And again, they had the Carhartt song.
Yeah.
Which to me, and they got gun. The fuck you talking about? Oh. That might sound bad. I might name the podcast this. White people plus Carhartts equals semi-automatics.
Y'all see who be coming up with the name of the shows. It's this nigga.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
The Maywood delegation was upset.
Yeah.
Until they heard the pod. We're going to talk about that later. Mike, I got a question for you about Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z songs. This is a legit question based off of some of the things that I've seen and based off of like what Jay Morg's thoughts is about, Black Album, which celebrates its 17th anniversary today. Mm-hmm. How well has Jay-Z songs aged? I asked this for this reason. People don't like Swagger Like Us no more.
I don't get it. I like swag. I guess because the word swagger got worn out. Like people just it was like it was a term at the time. At the time when that song came out, I think it was just one of those terms. I think the song kind of came out just a little too late because we was already using the term swag and swagger before they came out with that record. And then it was swagger kind of died as soon as that record dropped. So it's kind of timing. But that's still a good ass posse cut to me. I think it's underappreciated.
But did you see that?
That's an underappreciated posse cut to me, and they performed it at the Grammys, and that was dope as hell. I honestly think that's a very underrated song. I feel like.
But did you see? Because when they start talking about Jeezy versus T.I.'s this week,
yeah,
and I saw people say, "Yeah, he better not play Swagger Like Us."
Why not? Tip smoked that shit.
They said They said the shit ain't aged well.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. It might not age well now because I think it's because of the name of the song.
But I mean,
it's And and they use the MIA sample for that, you know what I'm saying? So it's the word swagger, bro. It's just like, I think it's just the word swagger. It's the title of the song. That's the reason why the song hasn't aged well. Let's just put it in quotation, aged well, because it's a good ass song, yo. It's a good ass song to me. It's a good pocket cut to me. So
I even saw a clubhouse panel.
Yeah.
Saying that Swagger Like Us didn't age well. And niggas was like, nah, it hasn't. So it started making me think, like, just thinking about the Black album.
Okay.
And you know how I am about classics. Like, part of being a classic is that your shit gotta age well.
Okay.
So when you look back at the Black album, how do you feel 17 years later? How well?
It's aged perfectly fine to me. I love
No. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because it's a caveat. I got some caveats here.
All right.
Do you think it has aged gracefully?
I think, okay.
Do you think that it's aged poorly? Or is it just, it sounds just as good as it did? Like, has it gotten better with time? Is it just sounds like it did when it came out. I liked it then. I like it now. Or do you listen to certain songs on the Black album and go, this song ain't as good as it was 17 years ago? So which one of those three?
It's aged gracefully. I think that album has gotten better with time. And the reason why, it's more than just that album that makes that album a classic. For me, the experience for me is Fade to Black as well. When you watch Jay in the studio making those records, you see the clips he got with Pharrell. You see the clip that he had with Kanye when they making Lucifer. See the clip.
Mike, I get what you saying.
No. Wait a
minute. Go ahead. I get what you're saying about that part. I'm strictly here talking about when you put your headphones on, when you put it on in your radio, how it sounds. Because the experience of making it, seeing it Fade to Black is A1. Exactly. But when you put on Lucifer, does it sound just as good as it did? It sound better. Like,
it sounds beautiful.
Okay.
It sounds so good to me. He performed Lucifer for the first time ever at 444.
Yeah,
at 444 tour. And he performed that song and I went crazy. That's how those songs make me feel. I wish I could see him perform What More Can I Say? Because he's literally never performed that song except at Madison Square Garden. He's only performed it at Madison Square Garden at the Fade to Black show. He's never performed What More Can I Say? If I see Jay-Z now perform What More Can I Say, I might pass out, nigga. That's how that album makes me feel. So that song. So when I hear What More Can I Say right now, that's the only thing I can think of. It's fuck, I want to hear him perform this live. Shit. So to answer your question, Bang, gracefully, that album, songs on that album have aged gracefully. When I hear them, I get a certain feeling, and I love those songs. December 4th, love it. What More Can I Say? Still love it. Threat, still love that shit. I still love Lucifer to this day. Allure, still, motherfuckers love Allure, bro.
Allure? Okay, because here's my answer to this. For the most part, some of those, it hasn't aged poorly. But like Lucifer, to me, sound like when I listen to Lucifer now, them motherfuckers was in they bag.
Yes.
Jay-Z and Kanye was in they fucking bag for Lucifer. Like December 4th was like,
why do y'all don't like December 4th?
No, listen, I like it. I like the song. I'm just like, now, like I listen to it now and I'm like,
I think that's like that was a perfect. Like one of Jay Morg's things about he complains about the album not having an intro, not having like an actual intro.
Oh, fuck all that.
I consider December 4th as being an intro. That's an intro record to me.
No, it does have an intro.
Yeah, but it's like it's no song though. Like,
fuck all that.
He want you know what I'm saying, like the Dynasty intro, or he wants like the Rulers back, like the Rulers back on Blueprint.
Like the fucking the nigga was talking the first 3 albums and there's an intro. Fuck out of here. Now, but like December 4th was like, okay. What's the other joint?
You got Encore.
Yeah. Encore's like, yeah, okay. It still sounds the same to me. For the most part, the majority of the songs sound the same, which is okay. I'm not tripping. Like I said, the only one I don't like is Justify My Thug. I've never been a fan of Justify My Thug.
And I didn't like Justify My Thug either. I think Justify My Thug grew on me with time. I think like listening to like Black Album just randomly in full, I think when Justify My Thug came out, I was just listening like, yo, this shit really ain't that bad as I thought it was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel personally about Justify My Thug. But that's me.
But I like the lyrics. The beat is like, okay. You can put that something else.
I can understand why the beat could make people not like the song. I can understand that.
Now, Allure though? Allure? Greatest JC song ever.
Not mad
I'm willing to argue and debate.
Not mad.
Allure is the greatest Jay-Z song ever. He could have ended his career with that being the final song on the album. It didn't have to be my first song. It didn't have to be that. Allure literally could have been the perfect song for Jay-Z to end his career.
Could have been the last time we ever heard Jay rap. And we would have been okay with that. And I'm not mad.
Allure is Michael Jordan shooting a shot over Brian Russell.
Okay.
That's what that is. That song to me, man, anytime I hear it now, fuck.
But I think it's songs like Lucifer, Allure, What More Can I Say, Encore, PSA.
That's what it was.
Songs.
What more can I say? What more can I say? The end justify everything.
Like I ain't animated like saying Busta Rhymes, but the real shit you get when you bust down my lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I did this a bunch of times that by my influence on pop culture, I'm supposed to be number one on everybody's list.
I deserve to be number one on everybody's list.
Let's see what happens when I no longer exist.
And boom.
Fuck this. And then the mic drop. What? Like that shit, those songs are too powerful for me, bro, to be like, this album is not a classic, bro.
Yeah.
That shit overshadows the mediocre songs for me.
I mean, like, it ain't no mediocre. I mean, it's only one mediocre.
If you want to say Change Clothes, Justify My Thug, and mediocre records,
Change Clothes is not mediocre to me.
Exactly.
Change Clothes is the perfect like brunch song.
If motherfuckers want to say Dirt Off My Shoulder is like too bouncy, too radio, whatever. It's too many great songs on this album to be like to question the fact that this is a classic. So that's my take on Black Album. So happy anniversary to the Black Album.
Yeah, but it just made me think about aging.
Yeah,
because I ain't gonna front, and I know I'm about to catch some flack from what I'm about to say. But how Justin feels about the Black Album is how I feel about the Dynasty album. I don't think the Dynasty album aged well.
Ooh.
I think there's certain songs on there, like the intro, 1-900 Hustler.
Okay.
Like there's certain songs on there that like You, Me, Him, and Her. To me, only reason why You, Me, Him, and Her don't age well because of Emil.
Okay.
But if they were to replace that song and replace it to the song that they perform on stage, we good. But like Daddy, Where Have You Been? That song, I don't like that song. I like the premise of it, but Mom's Praying is Still Got Love. No, excuse me, Still Got Love for You with Benny Siegel is the answer to that song. Because Beans, if you don't know, Beans had said that. Well, at least he told me this personally. That song, his father heard it and chastised him like, nigga, fuck is you talking about? So then they did Still Got Love for You. So I always compared that song to even before he told me that, I always compared Still Got Love for You to that song, and Still Got Love for You shits on that song.
Okay.
I'm not a big parking lot pimping guy.
Okay.
Then I was, but that song ain't aged well to me. It's a couple of more songs on there. That song sounded too West Coast for me. Then.
Which Parker Like Pimpin'?
No, just that album in general. It sounded like it was influenced with a lot of West Coast shit.
That's interesting.
It just had like that feel that was going on like around that time where it had a little bit of influence. And while I am a lover of West Coast music, it just had a little bit too much bop for me. It's still not. I'm not gonna put it where I put Volume 3 because I think Volume 3 is his worst album.
Okay. Shout out to Smitty. Shout out to Smitty Harrison. He feels that's Jay's best album, or he might think. I think he said that's his favorite. Jay.
Yeah,
album.
I don't
But
like.
Go ahead.
That's his MTV album.
Yeah.
That to me was that album that all of the rappers was coming out with who were mainstream. You had to have the MTV album. I'm not saying that album is whack.
As much as I like that album, that might be at the bottom of the totem pole.
That's just the bottom
album.
of my, that's in the bottom of my total. And I don't think that, and at the same time, I don't think that album aged well at all. It has its
a
spots,
lot of, yeah.
like the intro Hova song, Come and Get Me,
So Ghetto,
Dope Man.
Yeah.
But the song with Mariah, Snoopy
the song with
track,
Mariah is horrible. Song with Mariah is horrible. That's one of the songs where you be like, all right, what the fuck was y'all doing? The posse cuts too weren't really that good. I think those were like, if you say you don't really like, if you don't like the bop on Dynasty, you definitely not gonna like those.
Bingo,
those are way too boppy.
I know somebody's gonna listen to this and then they're gonna tweet me and be like, "Bang, what you talking about?" Or they're gonna go up in the group like, "Bang, what you talking about?" Like, nah, what I don't listen, what you listen to don't make me bop. That album, Dynasty is the album that don't age well to me.
Man, Joe, I feel totally. I disagree wholeheartedly.
When
I listen to Dynasty, I feel like damn. It's really certain songs on here which like Jay was like in his bag on like rapping. I was like, yo, I didn't catch none of this shit then, but not how I hear it now.
Oh, Jay was spitting. I'm talking about just songs as a whole. Just like. I like Justify My Thug just for lyrics, but the beat's terrible to me. Same thing with Like Jay. There's not a song where I'm like Jay-Z was terrible on this song. Like he was, but when you put that beat behind it, like
But I could possibly see why you probably feel that way based off what the album was supposed to be anyway, because that album wasn't even supposed to be a Jay-Z album. It was
supposed to be a group album.
It was supposed to be a compilation, like, introducing, like, Beans and
Emil,
Freeway and all them niggas. So, I think maybe because of what the album was supposed to be, it makes you maybe feel that certain way. But it's still, I think it's still, to me, I feel like it's very underappreciated.
But like, I think Reasonable Doubt aged extremely well. Mm-hmm. I think that Volume 1, I'm going to tell you how well Volume 1 aged to me. I listened to it all the other day. Mm-hmm. No, I did not skip a song. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, I listened to the intro, and then I skip normally to Imaginary Player. That's normally how I listen to that album. Mm-hmm. Imaginary Player is track 2. Nigga, I listen to the Blackstreet joint. And I listen to I Know What Girls Like.
I Know What Girls Like is a bad song.
It's a bad song.
I think City is Mine is okay, though. I like City is Mine. I have no problem with City is Mine.
Here's, okay. And mind you, this is...
And for whatever reason, I don't mind listening to I Know What Girls Like either. But it's a bad record, though. Go ahead, though.
Here's why... listen where I'm going.
Okay.
It's in the vein of what I said about Justify My Thug. Mm-hmm. If you actually listen to the words,
are you talking about City is Mine?
No,
or I Know What Girls Like.
I Know What Girls Like. Yeah. Them niggas spitting. The beat just up. The beat that
the scripts. Go money for the whip.
Yeah, I was like, I listened to it and I was like, them niggas spitting.
Kim got off on there.
Hey,
Kim was
Hey.
getting off.
Kim got the fuck off on it.
Yeah.
Look, you're hearing this from me. This is 38-year-old Bang listen to it, and not 18, 17, 16-year-old Bang. Different ears. I listened to it and I was like, damn, Kim kind of got off on this motherfucker. Jay-Z wrote a nice verse. And Jay-Z got the fuck all right. This beat though,
Beat is horrible.
this beat, but they got the fuck off. And then Imaginary Player came on. And I was like, okay. That to me, I know what you're saying about Dynasty. But Volume 1 is his most unappreciated album.
I ain't mad at that.
Because I saw somebody, I think it was in a group or somewhere, where niggas said that they believe that people don't like that album because the Sunshine video.
Which is, I don't understand. Like
I
that's
don't
one of his.
understand it.
And
There's nothing
Sunshine
wrong
will
with
be
the-
one of his. That's one of his most underappreciated records.
Nigga, ain't nothing wrong with Sunshine.
Not
That
at all.
Him and Foxy spitting.
Yes, Babyface.
The beat ain't nothing wrong with the beat. It's Babyface on the hook.
I'm with you.
If you don't like it because the video, you huff.
Yeah, that absolutely makes no
I
sense.
challenge anybody to actually get out of your feelings about the video that you saw in 1997 and listen to Sunshine.
Sunshine is a very good record.
It is a song about him and his hoe, his bottom bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with the beat.
It's a little loud, but you know, I'm with it.
Man, fuck out of here. That
I'm
beat
with it.
nice.
I'm with it.
But I
with
think because of that, that is Jay-Z's most unappreciated album. I don't know why that album don't get its just due. I don't give a fuck if you do not like the first two. If you don't like track 2 or track 3, that's cool. But it has some of Jay-Z's greatest songs. Streets is Watching, Imaginary Player, Rap Game, Crack Game. Fuck out of here. You Must Love Me. So many niggas in the group was like, You Must Love Me is my favorite Jay-Z song. On the album that y'all motherfuckers don't talk about. I think that album aged extremely well. I think Volume 2 aged. I think number 2 in the most unappreciated albums is Volume 2. Nobody talk about that album like they should.
That's the first hip hop album I ever owned. Is Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
That album got me through East. Because I was walking, I put that album on Walk East. Bow. But I don't think people give that album its flowers like they should. Volume 3 did not age well to me. Dynasty did not age well to me. I think Blueprint aged extremely well. What's after Blueprint?
Blueprint 2.
Blueprint 2. I think Blueprint 2 aged well.
I like Blueprint 2.
I always
Blueprint
have
2?
too.
Man, it's something about Blueprint 2 where it's like, if that wasn't a double album and it's some good songs, some bad ones on there.
Yeah, now when
Take
when he released the Blueprint 2.1, I was like, yeah, this is what the album should have been.
Put all the good songs in one
But
album.
But some of
Perfect
those songs that I was like, on, like I listen to it now and be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is actually a nice album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Kingdom Come has aged well to me.
Kingdom Come, underappreciated album.
Yeah, and you know what? Shouts out to I know I've name dropped already on this pod, and I name dropped Benny Siegel. I'm gonna salute Michael Eric Dyson on this one too.
Okay.
Because we were in the break room at the radio station, and he told me, like, he was like, nah, my brother, you have to listen to Kingdom Come. and he broke that bitch down about like, you know, in his Michael Eric Dyson way about how that may be one of his best lyrical albums. And I went back and listened to it off the strength of him. And I was like, this album ain't half bad.
I liked it when it first came out. I remember. I've
did.
never had a problem with Kingdom Come. I never had a problem with Kingdom Come. Now, was it? Is this his best shit? Absolutely not. But I never had an issue with that album. I love that album. Love it.
Yeah, I listened to that album when it first came out, and I was like, shit is over.
This ain't it, huh?
I was like, man, it's over.
Nah, I wasn't in the moment where I was just like so happy that he came out of retirement, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This whole, but it's some good ass songs on there.
Yeah.
Some good ass songs on that album. I like it. I like that album. I have no problem.
But yeah, I dead ass was like, damn, it's over. It's the shine is off. The shine. I
think Jay even said like he probably felt like he said it's a good project, but I think he said he was just like, it was kind of like he came back, but he wasn't in shape. He didn't get back in shape. Yeah. He kind of just went out there, kind of just wung it, like, you know, like he lyrically wasn't all the way top notch like he felt like he should have been. But that's where American Gangster came in at.
American Gangster
after that. American Gangster was the album where we're like, all right, y'all ain't fucking with Kingdom Come, but this it right here.
Yeah.
So
that aged extremely well.
What about Blueprint 3, though?
Blueprint 3,
Blueprint 3 is hit or miss. It's hit or miss. I like songs on Blueprint 3 though. I like Blueprint 3. It's like one of those albums. Like at the time, it was good. It probably still sounds the same.
It's the same to me. That concert was amazing. Mm-hmm. Him, Jeezy, and Trey Songz at the United Center. That joint was amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I believe that Jay-Z has aged, like his music has aged well. But Dynasty is that one that I'm just like, I could go without listening.
It's crazy you bring up that concert too. That concert blew the fuck out of me at one point because with this is a random thought. Trey Songz, Jeezy, Jay-Z. You would think that the lineup is gonna go exactly like that, right? But y'all know if you were at the show, I'm assuming, I don't know if he did this at every show, but when he came to Chicago, Trey Songz performed, and then Jay-Z came out next.
Yeah.
So we was like, when Jay-Z came out, I was like,
what the fuck going on?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, where Jeezy at?
He's like,
I was like, hold on, this ain't right. Why is Hov out here right now? I was like, so pissed. I was like, wait a second.
Well, I wasn't pissed. It was a delayed reaction. Because I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she was happy. Yeah. She was happy to see Trey Songz, and she never saw. Okay, so I had a white girl at the time. She was white. Mm-hmm. So she didn't know Jeezy like that. Mm-hmm. So it was me and this other dude. And when Jeezy came out, we was both like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, he came out to welcome back.
Yeah, so
recession.
So we getting it, know every words. Mm-hmm. She looking at me like, "Oh damn, he lit." Okay, I don't know this song, but I know it now.
Mm-hmm. He came out the motherfucking floor.
That's what. I don't give a fuck. And we was in that bitch. Mm-hmm. I threw up a gang sign. She was scared a little bit.
Yeah.
Then she threw it up too. She just refused to say nigga, and I was like, thank you.
All right.
But then I was like, but wait a minute, is Jay-Z coming?
Exactly.
I mean, no, excuse me. Let me rewind that. Mm-hmm. When Jay-Z came out,
when Jay-Z came out, you was thinking like, "Yo, is Jeezy here?"
He was like, "Is Jeezy here?"
Like, what's going on?
But then he come out the joint.
That's when you went crazy.
And then it was like, "Welcome, that's what I don't give a fuck." But then I was like, "Well, he can't be ending the show."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they switched it up. They end up like kind of Jay did some songs,
but then Jay-Z came out at the end. Like he came back out. So he was like, "Oh, you got us, nigga."
I never been at a show that was like that. That threw me off all the way. But yeah, that was just a random thought when you brought that show up.
Nigga got us because we thought we thought Jeezy was ending the show. Ain't the fuck named Memphis Bleak out there, hype man. And it's like, oh, there go Memphis.
Yeah, of
He
course.
always gonna have a job as long as Jay-Z's around.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so skip that. Speaking of Jeezy, great segue. The rebrand of Jeezy. Jeezy just signed a new deal with Def Jam where he's gonna have new albums out, but he's also gonna be an advisor to the chairman of Def Jam as well.
This nigga was retiring as a rapper.
I thought so too. Especially after that whack ass album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here with Jeezy. Now he just announced that he's dropping the Recession 2.
Recession 2.
Recession 2. Look, I love Jeezy. I love him. I love Jeezy. Jeezy has set his mark in the game as a legend. I'm good on no more Jeezy music. I'm straight.
Let me have.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to ask the most fucked up question that I've ever asked in my life. It's fucked up that I feel this is the most fucked up question I've ever asked in my life. Do you feel that Jeezy growing up hurt his music?
Hell yeah. I don't think Jeezy was able to make that transition. He wasn't able to successfully make introspective music. He wasn't able to make that album, that Life is Good album, that 444 album. He wasn't able to make one of those. I think it's either trap or nothing when it comes to Jeezy.
Cause what? No. Women see,
See, he fucked up. That's what I'm at with it. That's what I'm at with it.
I hate that I asked that question, man. Cause I feel bad. Because I like ain't shit Jeezy. I like Jeezy not doing well in life Jeezy. I like Jeezy selling drugs. I like Jeezy selling drugs and understanding that he's a little scary.
Yeah.
I
take that back. The recession. If Jeezy had one of those albums that was introspective and really in a bag of not just focusing on trap music, I think Recession is the album. And if you listen to the Recession,
but he got to get Shorty Red back.
I think Shorty Red about to. I saw maybe that was I think Shorty Red about to sue him or some shit.
I don't know, but
I saw a YouTube video. I saw something about Shorty Red said he was suing Jeezy for unpaid royalties or some shit.
But see, that's Jeezy.
No, he need to get DJ Toomp, nigga. Toomp. That's
him
what he
too.
Toomp. I don't. Where the fuck is DJ Toomp at anyway? He needs to be. He got
mad at Flex for saying what he said about T.I.
And see, oh my God, yeah, Toomp needs to be in the lab with T.I. and Jeezy.
Yeah, but Jeezy and Shorty Red is the best connection.
Mm-hmm. I think they put out a little project though. Who wasn't fucking with it though?
No, here's what I'm saying.
What was that one little show? Yeah, go ahead.
Who that Jeezy is the best Jeezy. I don't want to hear Jeezy engaged. I don't give a fuck about Jeezy being engaged. Jeezy got a talk show on Fox Soul. No. Fuck that. I need my Jeezy in trouble with the law. I don't want my Jeezy sitting down.
Hey, you're gonna get everything you looking for. You're gonna get everything you asking for right now when Versus come. That Versus goes.
Yeah, Versus is nigga, this is what Hey, play that. We talking about Trap or Die. I want that Jeezy. Yeah. Jeezy can't be Trap or Die Jeezy with Jenny Ma. I hate what I'm about to say, but Jenny Ma had to leave Dance with the Stars. She had emergency surgery, and Jeezy ran to her side.
As he should have.
We're married. With kids. That ain't the Jeezy I want rapping. That's the Jeezy that I rap. That's the Jeezy that I'd rather be an executive.
Okay.
I don't want to hear this Jeezy. He's grown up. that when you look at Jeezy, I don't even see drug dealer no more. I just see a bald nigga who changed. And that's all right. I just don't want to hear him rapping. Hell, I'm interested to hear him give an interview. That's more of a reason why I don't want to hear him rap. Like, damn, I want this Jeezy a great interviewer, because I'm really interested in this conversation series he has on Fox Soul.
Now, explain this position with Def Jam, though. Is this like something that like was similar to the position he had when he was at Atlantic?
Well, when he was in Atlantic, he was like a head of A&R or like a senior A&R.
Okay.
Or some shit. So he's going to be an advisor. So, I mean, I guess he's going to be advising shit.
Okay.
Can Jeezy save Def Jam, Joe? Because Def Jam is in the funk.
Who's on? Excuse me. Who's on Def Jam?
There you go, burping.
I know. Wait, like, who's the main artist? Like, now I don't even know what the Def Jam roster looks like nowadays.
I mean, 2 Chainz.
I know. 2 Chainz just said that this was his last album on Def Jam.
Right.
That's what he said. So 2 Chainz, apparently he's gone from Def Jam. But who else do we have? You said Big Sean.
Big Sean is, I think, the good music roster still. Let's go.
Like, who's the artist not under another brand, but they're on Def Jam? Like, who's a Def Jam artist? Remember when it was times when you were just signed to Def Jam?
Yeah, okay. I'm pulling up. And I'm talking about rappers here.
Okay.
2 Chainz, Bo Young Prince from out here. Shouts out to Bo Young Prince out in the DMV. Aston Travis looks like Ty Dolla $ign a little bit. Big Sean, Bino Rigadao. Bobby Sessions. I fuck with Bobby Sessions a little bit. I don't know if Carson Luters is a rapper or not, but he's white. Dave East.
Okay.
Fab. Fredo Bang. Some nigga named Goon de Garçons.
Okay.
Hit Boy is a Def Jam artist.
Okay.
Jadakiss. See, Jeezy, like, even that picture of Jeezy that they had sent us for graphics and stuff is this nigga with like a vest on, a white t-shirt, a tight white t-shirt, a bandana, some tight ass Wrangler jeans with some cowboy boots and the belt, so the shirt is tucked in. I don't want that Jeezy. I need Snowman Jeezy. Jeremiah. Again, prayers up to Jeremiah. Janae Aiko. I love that photo of her sitting on the car with her legs open. I'm looking at. I'm on the website right now. But I love that picture.
Yeah, God. I ain't mad at you.
Justin Bieber is a Def Jam artist.
Okay.
Kanye, of course, is a Def Jam artist. Your boy Logic.
Right, Logic just dropped his last album apparently, so he's not a rapper anymore. But
Mazio Guns, Maxo. Nas. Okay. Nasty C.
But Nas just dropped his album. Wasn't on Def Jam though. This album that just came out,
I thought it was.
That wasn't on Def Jam.
I thought it was.
I don't think that album was on Def Jam, yo. I don't think so.
Public Enemy is re-signed.
They just dropped the album.
Pusha T. Pusha T.
Okay.
Rhapsody Def Jam, okay.
I thought she was on Rock Nation.
Management.
Okay.
Trouble.
Wait, she's not. Are you sure, man? That's crazy.
Yeah. They're not gonna put on the goddamn screen if she ain't signed Def Jam. Valet, YG.
Okay.
Yeah, they rosters. Their roster's top heavy.
Okay. So Jeezy's gonna be overlooking all of this shit.
He's gonna be an advisor.
Okay.
It's going to.
Now we got a few like big artists that's currently doing their thing right now.
That's why I said it's top heavy. It's top heavy.
Yeah.
It's top heavy. Who was the last new artist on Def Jam that you was like, oh, not a vet. Like, you look at this roster, as far as the rap goes, it's a little light.
Because the way this shit set up now, it's like when even like Def Jam has always been overshadowed because when these artists are signed to Def Jam, they have their own shit. So they don't even rep the fact that they don't even rep Def Jam.
I don't give a fuck if they rep them or not. The fact of the matter is Def Jam ain't found a new artist.
Right. But I think that's half the problem, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's proud to be on Def Jam nowadays? Def Jam is just at this point, Def Jam is just distributing shit for y'all. You know, yeah, sign with us, we'll distribute for you. You rep your own shit, though. That's where Def Jam has become now, I think.
Well, no, because the majority of the art, like, Nas has been under Def Jam for a little bit. Like, when he did when he left Columbia, that's where he went.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's been a couple of folks that, you know, that there's a couple of folks on there. Like, well, all of the new people are the ones that I'm worried about here. Mm-hmm. And they ain't really cultivated that. Like, Nas don't give a fuck. Nas don't really give a fuck that he on that. Big Sean is like, you know, but shit, is Big Sean the last Def Jam new art? Like, who's that last new artist from Def Jam?
The last new artist it gotta be like Logic and Big Sean, and like, cause they kind of emerged on the scene around the same time. Or Rhapsody, you could say Rhapsody is, you know, obviously. Or YG. YG's in that class where, like, you know, where like Big Sean, you know, he's like emerged with those guys. So these are like the last of the you know, the new niggas. Last of the you want to say Dave East. But yeah, that's what I see. But like, to answer your question, like, can Jeezy save Def Jam? I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what they bringing him in to do, right? I don't know, Bang. Where are we at with this? I think you got your ears to the streets more to this than I do. Like, you know, what's going on with these labels.
Nah, I ain't got my ear to shit.
Stuff, so.
I ain't got my ear to shit. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Like yeah. Jeezy, I mean, being the advisor, like, what are we advising to?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what exactly? I need to see more of the details and, like, where is this gonna go? And then obviously, you know, he's bringing himself back as an artist after he's literally just retired. So, I mean, just some shit like when Jay signed, when he was the president. You know, how did, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, criticize Jay for that. That didn't work out well. I don't know, but we'll see though. Recession 2 on the way, obviously.
Man, I swear.
Apparently, this is supposed to Recession 2 is supposed to drop
next week.
You said what?
It's supposed to drop next week.
Next week, right after Versus. Okay, it's out of nowhere, huh? All right. I'm always listening to Jeezy. If Jeezy drops,
I'm always gonna give him a shot. I don't know if that's a good thing or
expectations
bad thing,
are not high though.
Man, that's crazy. It's fucked up what I'm about to say, but my expectations of Jeezy is similar to Jay-Z and Nas.
How so, man? You get the
my shit is all cause shit.
They
Look
old.
The fuck we grew up, man, fam. Trap or Die.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that though, because Jay never put out that bad, like, older Jay. What bad music has Jay put out? I'm just saying that
because of his earlier work.
Yeah.
My expectation is always he gonna find that pocket again.
Yeah.
And then I would say maybe the last two since Recession. Mm-hmm. Since the Recession album, I just been like, fuck.
It's been fucked since the Seen It All album.
Might get a song here or there.
That was the last. That was literally the last solid Jeezy album. Was the Seen It All.
Fuck, man.
He ain't put out nothing good since. Church in the Streets, man, not good. Trap or Die 3 wasn't really nothing. Pressure wasn't nothing. Nothing on that album was good. That might be the first Jeezy album that I listened to where I didn't like one song on there.
He got to go back to Macon and sell a rock or two.
And TM104, the album that was supposed to be his last album, it might have been like maybe a couple records on there.
That nigga didn't perform any of them songs at the concert. that we had.
Yes.
That let
He
me
shouldn't
know.
have. But then, bang, he put out a project with Shorty Red though. That had like 7 records on there. That the 2020 Pyrex Vision. Yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That was what we was waiting on.
But the beats was nice. But where the beats was decent, but it wasn't who that.
Yeah.
It wasn't what we were used to.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I was like, man, this.
I don't know. Jeezy might get back in that bag, yo.
He ain't selling no drugs, fam. I need him to touch a coke valve and maybe the power might come back.
Okay.
Like just touch one on the ground.
Well, this album is called The Recession too, so I don't think we getting that. So
I need him to gain weight. I don't like this sleek Jeezy. I don't like this Jeezy. I don't like this growth when it comes to Jeezy music. As a man, though, I like what I see with Jeezy. Jeezy and Jadakiss are the two guys. I'm like, man, these niggas really grew from street niggas to like fucking Jadakiss is doing voiceover work in cartoons and shit.
oh,
Like these niggas like in their 40s. No, Jeezy found him a nice young bride in Jeannie Mai from the Real. Asian. She fine. But like when they hit the red carpet, I'm like, y'all matching.
that's cute.
Nah, y'all but see the thing, right? That's cute, but
This
if
ain't-
you gonna do it, be like you're going to Great America, cause that means you may be still trapping. Like, I don't like this
man.
Jeezy. I don't like this Jeezy. I don't like this Jeezy. I need fear. I need, you should fear me. And he's like him talking about how the original plan for Versus was supposed to be him and Gucci.
I'm so glad you said that, but I call a bluff on that shit, yo. I'm gonna be honest with you, yo.
No, it's true.
It's two people. I know that I understand him saying it, but I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I think it's 4 people in the world that I know probably would never step foot in the room with each other. They would never like agree to be in the same room with each other.
No.
That's Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Okay.
And I always thought it was Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
But see here, look, this is again.
Did Gucci pop this nigga's man's, fam?
This is why I say a lot of what I'm about to say is fucked up. But that's why Gucci still got it and Jeezy don't. Cause Gucci still petty and he's still a nigga.
Yeah.
He ain't reaching back to Jeezy and be like, you know what, let's make amends.
At all.
Jeezy is grown up. Gucci ain't. And that's why Gucci killing Big Lotto features. That's fucked up what I'm saying. But Gucci is only grew up in body only. He's putting different things in his body. And his body is a lot better than his was. His body don't look like mine no more.
But that music still a hit.
But that music still a hit because he's still a nigga. He's still a nigga.
That's crazy.
He still has that old Gucci in him. Fuck you.
Them niggas doing a versus with a big low, the most awkwardish. That'd be so
Jeezy tried
awkward
to
to
get
watch.
this man killed. They tried to kill each other.
Yeah.
Gucci's like, I still remember wanting you to die. Did you forget? Oh no, man, we growing up, man. We in our 40s, man. Past is the past.
Gucci like, fuck
I've grown. I've grown into a man, the man that I am today. It's for your music, Huff. And I like Jeezy. But that's why me personally, I'm like, I guess I got to listen to his interviews because I want to talk to him about growth.
Yeah.
But
okay.
the music, and you know what? I feel bad that I'm saying all this shit because everybody deserves the chance to grow. Everybody deserves the chance to be different. Nobody want to be the same person that they was in 1996. But musically, I need that person. I need that person that set Atlanta on fire in 2005.
Yeah. For what it's worth, though, if The Recession 2 sounds anything kind of similar to the song that he just dropped with Yo Gotti, I'm intrigued because I think that's a good record. I think that's a solid record. You know, it's solid. It ain't nothing like, spectacular.
Hey. Body right, make the switch. Hey. Tofu up in the afternoon, noon.
Hey, bang. This is what you need to just do, bro. Just put your bandana on when Thursday come around. Put your bandana on and just enjoy what we about to get.
No, I got a dookie. Hey,
I think that's just what you need to do. enjoy what we about to get at Versus.
Greens
right?
in it, so you know I had the dookie. That's right. Gotta clean out my butt. Got to clean out my system. Like, nah, I don't want that Jeezy. And they got to touch a crack valve and the power got to come back. But Kenny, I don't know of the artist that he dealt with at Atlantic either. Mm-hmm. So I can't really do that is because I don't know the artist that he touched. Yeah. At Atlantic. But I mean it's interesting to say the least. Yeah. So yeah. Oh man, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast today. Okay. Westside Gunn. I haven't got the chance to check out the podcast. Gunn is gone, fam.
Yeah. I'm talk about that in a second. But where's the Joe Budden podcast? Where's the platform for this? Where do you listen to?
You listen to the podcast at?
So shit is still like on. It shit is on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts and shit. Yeah. You get to. Okay, cool. Because it's not on Spotify.
Yeah, it's not exclusive.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, but anyway, yeah, I saw the headline. Westside Gunn has officially left Shady Records. Yeah. Okay. I kind of saw this coming anyway, but I still I don't understand why he signed to Shady Records.
I don't understand why none of them niggas signed to Shady.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and say that, Eminem does the best business as far as like, musically with his artists. I don't know. I mean, he's had some successful acts under his belt, but I mean, if you really look at the whole track record, he's shooting under 50% with artists. Just to say that. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, if you want to sign with him, who at the end of the day is a top-notch artist, like he's one of those guys, fam. Like him don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Him is one of those guys. He's the GOAT. He's up there, top 5, dead or alive, whatever. Do he really give a fuck about y'all? I don't know. Not really. Y'all saw what happened with Slaughterhouse. He put together a good group of rappers. He couldn't even get them going. So I mean, what did Griselda think they were gonna get when they signed with them, man? Distribution, bro. That's what they get, somebody to distribute for you. Like, this is somebody who's gonna get you, like, that look. I think that's just what they looking for. But they looking for, a bigger look. That's when you sign with another big artist. Looking for that mainstream look, maybe. But yeah.
That Omarion.
Yeah, shout out to Mario. I listened to that album earlier. Shout out to Some Dude in the Some Dude Pod group. He actually posted about the album.
It was Shankees. Shouts out to Shankees. Shankees Tamar.
He posted up like, yo, why ain't nobody talking about this Omarion album? Like, we sleep.
That album dope.
I listened to it earlier today. Very good R&B on there.
Very good R&B, man.
Very good R&B. I fuck with it. So
we stamp on that. Before we get to the last part of the pod, man, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Stephen A. Smith say they don't want to play with each other no more. Jay Williams was like, nah, that ain't true. They like each other. I think they're both right. I think that they do like each other, but they like, nah, we can't play with each other because I need the ball. Russell, I need the ball in my hand. And James is like, yeah, you do, and you're not going to have it here.
And I saw the clip on Instagram when Stephen A was talking about it, and the way Stephen A Smith was talking about it, and he made it was kind of an indication where they don't fuck with each other. And Russell Westbrook literally, like, on that IG post, he's like, man, Joe, today my birthday, and I don't know why we even talking about this shit, but this shit is totally fabricated. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of like just shut down that whatever. I think they're definitely friends. I don't think they never fell out.
Yeah, I think they friends. They just like
they know that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, they know it ain't gonna work. And it wasn't meant for them to play with each other. The shit it happened in a trade. It wasn't like that was somewhere where...
They pushed... James pushed it.
He pushed for Chris Paul to get traded.
Yeah, but no, he pushed for Russell. Yeah, he was like, nah, I want, like, yeah, let's do it. Because they thought they could recreate that flame that they had in OKC.
OKC, I mean, yeah,
but James Russell realized, oh, that's a different player.
Yeah,
and they both ball dominant. They know that ain't gonna work.
I was just about to say, James Harden back then when they were on that NBA championship run squad, like that wasn't the same James Harden now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit,
totally different. But between the two, who's the worst superstar?
I've been thinking about this question when I saw you put this in the notes. I was thinking about this shit, and James Harden, bro. Like James Harden.
So you think James Harden is a worse superstar?
Yes.
Than Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is a MVP. That's his first of all.
They both won MVP though.
James Harden won MVP. James Harden ain't won no MVP.
Yes, he did.
What year James Harden won MVP?
He won it the year after. He didn't win it.
James Harden don't have an MVP award.
Don't he have
I think
MVP?
he's been close to having one.
No, he won MVP.
Hold on real quick.
Nigga, he won MVP.
Let me see. Let me look at his. Oh, okay, he did win in 2018. Yeah. Okay, I stand corrected. But the worst. Okay, well, still regardless, I feel like James Harden is a play. I just dislike his game. I don't like James Harden's game. I've never been a fan of his game. Like if the 3-pointer ain't hitting, he is nothing. He is nothing but a player that tries to go to the paint and get fouled. That's it. Like, he literally has no type of inside the paint moves. Like, he literally tries to get fouled and goes to the free throw line. That's the most annoying thing about his game. Like, especially when the 3-pointer ain't falling, he's huff to me. Russell Westbrook can rebound. Russell Westbrook can pass.
Wait a minute. So Tekashi 6ix9ine and Tory Lanez on the same label?
What you talking about?
Oh, that makes hella sense.
Wait a second. What are you talking about?
That makes hella sense now.
What label is Tory Lanez on?
The Create Music Group.
Okay.
Like I'm reading the Billboard magazine where they're talking about R&B while we're doing this, and they got a quote from Mark Hill. They're talking about the issues that's facing hip hop or R&B music. But they're talking about some of the people that they've some of the people who that are major players in hip hop and R&B. I want to be on the list like this one day. Mark Hill, the head of Urban at Create Music Group. R&B hip hop already account for a third of Create Music Group's estimated $1 million in annual revenue. But in 2020, Hill's division took its marketing capabilities to the next level with 2 big records. Tekashi 6ix9ine's single Trolls featuring Nicki Minaj, which debuted at number 1 on the Hot 100.
excuse me.
While the album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 in September. And Tory Lanez's Daystar, which debuted at number 10. It's like, wait a minute.
It's so crazy to me that nigga's name is Daystar.
Yeah, it is.
It's funny as fuck to me.
But I was reading that and I'm like, that makes fucking sense. That them two will be under the same fucking label. Wow.
The shit you learn.
Right, like, wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck here, fam? Like,
well, I thought Tory was independent.
Niggas ain't. I mean, he the distributor. Okay. He ain't doing that shit on his own, nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it's Russell.
You think Russell's the worst superstar?
Yeah, man. At least, at least.
I don't know. I might be a little biased. I'm a big fan of Russell Westbrook. I love Russell Westbrook. I've grown to like his game, especially during his MVP season. MVP season, I felt like was like really good. And I think that's when I really became like a big fan. But I've never liked James Harden's game, yo. Like his game just really makes me upset. Like when he's on, he's on. Not gonna take anything away from him.
Yeah.
But he's like one of those players. Like he literally tries to go to the paint to get fouled. Like he don't like try to make no type of real basketball moves. And he wear low top sneakers. I don't fuck with niggas that wear low top shoes.
Nah, man. The reason,
but that's just me though.
Man. Oh man, Russell was just too OC to me.
He's definitely Russell Westbrook. Definitely
Russell
has
Westbrook
time
is
moments
Kyle,
where he's,
is Kyle Watson, man, in the flesh. He even look like that nigga to me, man.
oh shit.
He is that nigga in the flesh, my G. And
Okay.
I think sometimes he just do too much, buddy. And that's why if I had to pick a worse superstar, they're both superstars.
Absolutely.
But if I had to pick one that is the worst, yeah, man. That shit right there, that's Russell.
Yeah.
And what he has to do, he has to go to a team. He has to go to a team where he ball dominant.
What about coming to the Bulls?
No.
Billy Donovan?
No.
It seems to be that he really liked Billy Donovan as a coach. He
Well,
played
okay, let
under
me
Billy
rephrase.
Donovan.
Let me not say no, because I like him as he's a superstar. I'm just afraid I don't give up Zach for him.
Oh no, absolutely not. But you gotta give up the house, though. They gotta give up the rest of the house.
But you got like Wendell and a 4. To me, is enough for him right now. If that's not what you're not taking that. Well, Wendell, Otto Porter, and the 4th.
Okay.
Because you got that contract. You got to get that contract off. You got to that like Russell's making like $40 million. So you got to get rid of that Otto Porter contract.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So if you get that 4th, Wendell, and Otto for Russell, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. If you got a mid-level exception, see what you could get on free agency. That you can move to the 3 and have a lineup that consists of or at the center spot. Maybe have a lineup that consists of Daniel Safford, which I liked him. I like Buddy from Arkansas. I thought dude was nice and was going to grow, but you know they fucked him up health wise. But him, Laurie, let's just I'm just throwing out a name out there. I'm not saying that they could get him for the mid level, but you know, just throwing out a name like Danilo Gallinari at the 3, Zach at the 2, Russell at the 1. Zach can play off the ball. He's not ball dominant. He can play off the ball. I think that's a 6th, 5th seed.
Hey, if Russell Westbrook come to the Bulls, I'm all in. I'm like 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door with the Bulls because I'm starting to fuck with the Bulls again because I haven't really fucked with the Bulls in like a really long time. But I would definitely be all in if Russell Westbrook came to Chicago.
No, I like this.
I like this Bulls roster though. Still, nonetheless, even if like if they
Donovan Billy Donovan and
go ahead,
Maurice Cheeks, I'm in. And then when you realize that the Bulls only had one person, Sean Respert, for player development, now they got 4, including Henry Domokrant, who was a stellar guard at Eastern.
Yeah.
So they got 4. I like where the team is going when it comes to that direction. And then I think with Russell, you make the team attractive for free agents.
Yep.
Especially if this new setup, this new front office and head coach, do what they're supposed to do. Makes you it turns around that what Garpax did. So yeah. I don't know, but do you think Houston is headed for a rebuild?
You know what? It's tough to say. 'Cause I mean, according to James Harden, he claims he's all in. He wants to play in Houston, but you lose Russell Westbrook. I mean, who you gonna be hooping with? Y'all gonna be fuck around, don't even make the playoffs. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked like they try to ship this nigga away too. You see like talks of him getting traded to Brooklyn, possibly. Like, you know, like it looked like that both of these niggas is on the market. So they can literally get draft picks for both of these niggas. So that could be some rebuild shit for real. Like if you get rid of James Harden and you get Russell Westbrook, get rid of Russell Westbrook, these teams got to give up draft picks, like lottery picks for this nigga, for these guys. So yeah, they could possibly be headed to a rebuild. I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing what they can get for them.
Yeah.
Knowing what they can get for both of those players, I wouldn't be shocked at all if these motherfuckers gave up both of them and they getting the picks in the draft Wednesday. Like literally, they could be gone by Wednesday, bro. And they literally got those, like, you know, they could have two of the top 5 picks off the rip. Shit wouldn't shock me at all. So hey, if that shit happens, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, we could possibly be seeing a rebuild. Now, please don't let this nigga go to fucking Brooklyn. That shit is honestly, that's some shit that who are they gonna give up for him though? Like they trading like
shit. Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, gone. Bye.
Man,
Joe Harris stick around. You straight. The fuck out. You got DeAndre Jordan that's still there.
Okay.
Yo, them motherfuckers is set up to get a third superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all them names I named, get the fuck out. Bye. Fuck, we still straight.
We trying to win now.
That's why I said the best thing that happened to the Brooklyn Nets is the bubble.
Yeah.
Because them niggas was not going down without a fight, and we thought that shit was a wrap.
Yep.
Caris LeVert showed that Caris LeVert out here going toe to toe with Dame Lillard. That was the best thing that happened to them. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, word. Oh, yep. Look at this. Look at this NBA. Look at this player you can have right here. Look, he's going head to head with Dame Lillard. And you can have him and more if the price is right. Fuck out of here. I think the Houston Rockets has one more year.
To be like a contender?
Yeah, I think this is it. I think they're going to try one more time. They got one of the best players in the NBA. I think they feel like if they trade Russell, they could get some shit. What if Russell goes to Brooklyn?
Interesting. Oh, what? Wait. Wait, hold on.
Fuck, just thinking about that shit.
Woo! All right, look. I think that would have to be some shit that they gonna have to talk to Russell Westbrook about, like,
prior. They gonna have to talk to Kyrie.
Why did he talk to Kyrie?
Because he's the point guard and he's ball dominant
too. True. I ain't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about them niggas, Russell Westbrook and KD being on the same team again. Like, who needs to talk to who first? I think KD would be more so cool with it. I think Russell Westbrook is the one that don't fuck with KD.
Nah, they cool. They are cordial.
Okay.
But, you know,
they ain't bros though. Shit. So hey, I wouldn't put but they talking about Russell. It looks like it's, you know, him going to the Clippers seems very entertaining. Possibly for Paul George. Possibly for Paul George. That'll be the only way. That like Houston has a shot. Like it would literally have to be another superstar alongside James Harden. That's the only way they got a shot at contending in the West. So Russell Westbrook to the Clippers for Paul George, I could see it. You know, possibly happening. That's the only way. Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, if they not pulling that move this year, blow the shit up. Ship James Harden away. Ship Russell Westbrook away. And just blow the shit all the way up.
But yeah, I think they got one more year, and if it doesn't pop off, then we're gonna see homie on another team, and Steven Silas is gonna have a brand new team.
All right,
but
we shall see.
But that's my prediction right there. Last here, and definitely certainly not least, is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Right now, HBO, you can watch the inductions of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was virtual, so they did it doc style, and then had the people accept. Definitely learned a lot about the Doobie. I didn't realize the Doobie Brothers had 2 drummers.
Okay.
How the fuck you do that?
I didn't know that.
Do you know how in sync you got to be with a motherfucker to have 2 drummers?
Yeah.
With a full fucking set, nigga. But and shouts out to the black dude and the Doobie Brothers, the black people in the Doobie Brothers. But like I didn't even realize that. Like,
was only like one person, black person in that group?
It's like 2.
Okay.
I didn't realize Michael McDonald wasn't the lead singer the whole time, but I learned so much about the Doobie Brothers. I can't remember my man's name, but he was a manager of of a number of rock and roll groups. But like seeing his contribution, 9 Inch Nails. That one blew me away because I didn't realize 9 Inch Nails was like the group that scared me. It was them and Marilyn Manson that I was like, okay, y'all white
Marilyn
people
Manson.
crazy.
I was about to say, yeah.
Y'all white people.
That.
Like 9 Inch Nails makes like sadomasochist music to me. Like they make music that dominate. They make dominatrix music. Anytime I hear 9 Inch Nails, I think of a white person being tied up and like being dominated. Like they make step on my balls music.
Oh my god.
Go step on my balls. I love this. Oh, like they make that music.
Oh my god.
Do you like more?
Yeah.
Yes. They make music. They make music for people who have nasty, sadomasochistic sex without safe words.
This nigga dumb.
Like that's the music they make for it. Do you have a safe word? No. Play that 9 Inch Nails. We're going to town tonight.
Oh my god.
They make that type of music, like
Yeah.
I'm stupid than a motherfucker. But yeah, that's why I don't listen to 9 Inch Nails, because they, as soon as they boom to the bat to the boom to the bat to the boom, like, oh shit.
Yo, I'm gonna head out.
SpongeBob, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm head
out, fam. Cause yeah, that again, step on my balls music. Like, nah, I'm good, fam. Like, y'all into this shit, fam? Like,
Yeah.
y'all nasty.
You'd be surprised.
To the bat to the boom to the bat to the boom.
How
to
that
the
concert
bats.
would go. How that concert would play out.
Yeah, like man, like for real, like just some white people that just sitting there, just
It's not gonna be ambulances coming for people that's passing out. It's gonna be people injured.
yeah, sticking
Like-
shit places. No, I'm good.
gonna be
Depeche
injuries.
Mode. Shouts out to the white person who got mad at me when I was working at Best Buy in North Riverside because it said we had sold out of Depeche Mode. She was like, you don't have any more Depeche Mode. It's like, nah, buddy. The fuck kind of store is this? It's like, man, we all out. T-Rex, John Landau, and Irvin Azoff. Irvin Azoff sounds looks like a cool ass Jewish guy who gonna make sure you get your money. Like his induction was the most eye opening to me that I was like, damn. And T-Rex too. T-Rex for just African Americans in rock and like racism and shit. But of course, the two that affected us the most, the Notorious B.I.G. and Whitney Houston. That especially Whitney, I said this while we was doing verses when we was talking verses. Yeah. About how like when you look at our legends and some of them dead. Some of them dead. We will never see Biggie grow. We knew Biggie. Is what we knew him in. 1994?
1994. Ready to die.
But 2 years later, 3 years later, 3 years later, he's dead. So it's like We never saw him grow. We never saw him become a man in this shit. We never saw the executive side. Like, what if he would have left Bad Boy and, like, went to Koch like some niggas was doing around that time? Would he would have lost weight? Would he had the weight loss surgery? Would he be looking like Al Roker right now? Would he have all the kids? Like, would he be like Jay-Z? Would he be a billionaire?
Do we get Jay-Z?
Do we get Jay-Z?
So that's always been a burning question in hip hop. Like, if Big was around, where would Jay-Z be? Like,
so it just I was watching that and it kind of hurt me because I was like, fuck. Especially seeing the Doobie Brothers, who was been together for 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
Who the fuck rock with each other for 50 years and ain't fucking? 50 years.
Yeah.
What the fuck, fam? Like, you see that shit for these rock folks. It's like, yeah, we've been together for 40 years, 50 years. I did this. But the two black people died from a gunshot wound and a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Fuck. Or a drug-induced drowning or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, that fucked me up. Because the two black and clearly very talented. Whitney Houston, greatest singer of a generation. Gone. Gone. Doobie Brothers been together for 50 years. They doing their little induction speeches. You know, they got minute by minute on in the background.
So where was this? Where was this on?
It's on HBO.
Okay.
And then you see these motherfuckers talking about 50 years and then you see this other, somebody else come on. I've been managing people since 1974. And then Biggie's been around for 3 fucking years. Like the fuck, fam? What?
Yeah.
Whitney Houston, she dies unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, so they can't get the flowers. But the Whitney Houston, that was just sad because it's like, man, do y'all motherfuckers realize how big Whitney Houston was? The biggest debut artist of all time. She just bypassed R&B and went straight to pop.
Yep.
And was singing you R&B music. But
went straight to superstar status.
Straight to superstar status, my nigga. Like, it was sad. But I wanted to change it up a little bit. First off, congratulations to, those artists and their families who's still around. Shouts out to CJ and with Tiana's daughter, for accepting on behalf. Shouts out to Miss Wallace. Shouts out to Sissy Houston, Pat, and that family. Bobby Brown, too. But artists become eligible for induction 25 years after the release of their first record.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 25 years ago would be 1995. So my question to you is, knowing that, who are some artists that we're gonna start with this first. Who are some artists 1995? Oh, well, we're about to be in 2001. 1996 on to, back. So we're not going to 1997, 98, 99 right now. But starting in 1996, who are some artists that you would expect to be in this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Not named Jay-Z, because he's easy. When he dropped in 1996, that motherfucker better be in there next year.
Got Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige's first album came out in 92.
Yeah, it did.
So, is Mariah Carey in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No.
Mariah Carey, easy. That's easy.
I don't think so.
Mariah, Mary, hey, I mean, Busta Rhymes. Why the fuck not, yo? Like, at this point, I mean, he's still and he's doing this thing, and he's been seen. People give him his flowers now. Shout out to Busta.
Now for the rap, I think it's Pac, Big, NWA, the only people that's in there. LL
Okay.
Cool J is not even in the.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Confused
So,
about that, but
LL not. I would assume LL would be somewhere next then, right? No. How is LL Cool J in the Rock and Roll Hall? How is he not in the Rock? Are you sure, man? He's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Because there was
Fame?
an issue about that.
So I would assume he would be next. Why would he not be in there before Biggie? Like LL Cool J, we just talked about Def Jam and Def Jam not having that premier artist. LL Cool J is Def Jam. Like what the fuck? When you think about Def Jam, LL Cool J literally is the first artist anybody should ever think about when you think about Def Jam.
Like just giving you an example of even just being connected to rap. Like the Beastie Boys is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Scrolling. Biggie, of course. I said Biggie. NWA is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What about Outkast? Outkast dropped 94.
Ooh.
Shit. Wouldn't be mad at that.
Wouldn't be mad at that.
Wouldn't be mad at Outkast. But yeah, LL,
Tupac,
that's
I
wild.
believe, is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Tupac.
Mm-hmm. No, Tupac's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think the obvious answer though would be Hove. Of course, we know Hove is he'll be there.
First ballot.
Yeah, yo. Come on now.
Hey.
We come. Is it that hard to get in? Like the fact that we asking that shit is like it's nuts to me. Like, yeah, it must be that hard to get in. I'm still mind blown at the fact that LL Cool J is not in it. Like that shit is throwing me off right now. But I would assume yes. Oh, first ballot.
Tupac is in the class of 17.
Okay.
NWA was the first rap group. Was Run DMC
Okay.
in this motherfucker? Or was it Run DMC?
That's nuts. I'm mind blown. My mind is blown right
Run
now.
DMC was in the class of 2009, so they was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, but LL Cool J ain't in there.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We need to campaign for that.
They did.
They did what?
They did. They like, how the fuck he's not in there, but Tupac up in there. Not against Tupac, but LL Cool J should have put. Yeah, because Tupac was the first solo rap artist to be placed in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
LL Cool J should be the first rapper in it.
Hey, man.
That is
So
crazy.
Jay-Z, LL Cool J's on the list. You said Busta Rhymes. Who else?
Yeah, I mean,
Nas.
you know what?
I think Nas should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna for this. I'm not gonna say
Snoop. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's not in the
But
hip hop.
Dr. Dre is in there because of NWA.
Okay, well, Dr. Dre as a solo artist should be in there.
Okay.
Snoop, Dr. Dre, yes. If Tupac, yes. If you consider West Coast artists, Dr. Dre. If you don't talk about West Coast artists without Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Yes, those two should be in it. Nas, yes. Yeah. If you go like R&B, you gonna do some R&B people like you say. I would Mariah Carey, easy first ballot.
Yeah, Vision
Mariah
of Love.
Carey is a fucking superstar. Come on now, stop playing. Yeah, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, both of them.
And it was all
Yeah, that's all
that you given to me. Yeah.
That's wild to me, yo. That's wild. Is Sade in the Hall of Fame? Is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Ooh, no.
Sade, bro, come on now. What are we doing, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? This is nuts. What are the qualifications for this? Like, where do you have to be musically to get into something?
See,
like,
okay.
You know, this prestige?
here's my thing of Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
I truly believe that you have to be an all-time great, not just in your genre. I'm talking about in music.
Yeah.
Like even in football, basketball, baseball, it's not all-time great in position. It's all-time great. Like there's no fucking doubt in my mind. Mariah Carey is a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. LL Cool J is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Biggie and Pac is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Jay-Z should make it next year.
Okay.
Like It would be as soon as they say that, okay.
As soon as he's eligible.
As soon as he's eligible, just put that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
People like Busta Rhymes is all-time greats for rap.
Okay.
Not for music.
Okay.
Like, I know somebody, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, nah.
In a Busta voice.
Right. Nah, bro. But in rap, yeah. Yeah, that nigga, yes. And I even think we did if you were to induct your rappers, I think we did that last year in the archives. You can check it out. If you were to induct the first rap artists in the Rap Hall of Fame, who would it be?
Oh, yeah, I remember we did talk about that.
Yeah. But, or just like rap and R&B or Urban Music Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Just all encompass that bitch. Urban Music Hall of Fame. Like, how would it look? But like for some, and I always said that I think they should change the name of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because niggas, of course, think Rock and Roll.
Yeah, as soon as you you thinking of 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
That's what you thinking about. You think we rock and roll. You're thinking that it's just that genre.
Yeah, you thinking it's just Metallica? No.
Yeah.
Goddamn it, we invented rock and roll too, motherfucker. So shit, it really shouldn't matter. But I digress. Mm-hmm. Like Jay-Z from the rap side, Nas, and I'm talking about from like people who released from 1996 down their debut albums. Mm-hmm. So like Outkast, yes, Nas, Jay-Z from the rap side, LL Cool J should have been in that bitch. Those are the ones, and I'm like, if I had a vote, those are my votes. Jay-Z, Nas, LL Cool J, Outkast, Snoop too. Those would be my 5.
Okay.
That in the next couple of years, motherfuckers better be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
R&B is tough because there's so many you can choose. Mm-hmm. But just with who I grew up on, like Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey is on that list of people who dropped, of course, way before 1996, that debuted their album. Let me make sure homie is in here before I talk that shit too.
Who that?
Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
It's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That is nuts to me, bro.
To me,
that's crazy. Give that man his flowers.
To me, he should be in that motherfucker.
That's what I said. Like, what are the qualifications, bro?
Wait a minute. Unless this motherfucker stringent as fuck, nigga Patti LaBelle not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing? What is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on with our black artists, bro? What are they on?
Oh, James Brown in this bitch. Gladys Knight and the Pips in that motherfucker, though. Mm-hmm. Class of 1996. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Luther and Patty should be in that motherfucker.
Babyface in there?
Oh, Babyface definitely should be. No, I don't think he's in there. But
that's crazy.
But
that's
he
crazy.
Should be.
That's crazy.
Soon.
That's crazy.
This nigga got hits for everybody.
That's crazy to me.
He got a new song
Teddy
with
Riley?
Jimmy Jam.
Teddy Riley?
Oh,
Teddy
nah.
Riley?
I know Teddy Riley. If that motherfucker's in there, Teddy Riley ain't in there. Come on. Mm-hmm. And then
yeah. The qualifications for this is way off for me.
No, but yeah.
These artists should already have. These artists that we are naming right now should have already been in, bro. Like, they should be in there already. How many artists do they actually put in they do it every year, right?
So as far as artists go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might be 6.
They do 6 artists per year?
It looks like 6 artists per year. Let me see. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm counting right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It seems like they're real delicate with this.
Man, you know but you know what's crazy? I'm cool with motherfuckers being real delicate. Mm-hmm. I'm cool on the whole group of niggas. Mm-hmm. Just being done. Let me check. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like about 6 or 7. Nigga, Nina Simone just went in that motherfucker in 2018.
Okay.
Tupac won in 2017. Now Rogers was in there for musical excellence. So, but Pac, yeah, 2016. It was NWA. Yeah. Yeah, you got to look at. You just got to go and look at like the classes. I wonder what was the first class. I'm always interested in the first class. Mm-hmm. Let me go to the first class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Public Enemy is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
Okay.
Let me go to the first class. I'm always interested in the first class because that first like with baseball, like Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb are among like Cy Young, are among the first class. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, we decided to do this Hall of Fame. Now we gotta get the best niggas of all time.
So there's artists that have been nominated to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but have not gotten in yet.
Yeah,
is that what I'm looking at right now?
Yeah. I'm trying to go all the way back. So the first class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was in 1986. Listen to this motherfucking class, my nigga.
Wait, hold on. Bang, let me stop you. So LL Cool J has been nominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So when you're nominated, that means there's a chance. Mm-hmm. So out of the artists that's nominated, your name can be picked.
Yep.
And LL Cool J has not been picked yet.
But Pac and Big, you know.
That is crazy.
Nothing against Pac and Big. I'm just saying. But listen to this first class, my nigga.
Okay.
Chuck Berry.
Okay.
James Brown. Ray Charles.
Okay.
Sam Cooke. Fats Domino. The Everly Brothers. Buddy Holly. Robert Johnson, a lot of niggas, Jerry Lee Lewis, and white people acting like niggas. Elvis Presley, Little Richard, Jimmy Rogers, Jimmy Yancey, another black person. Sam Phillips is the Matt Ergerton Award winner. Who else? John Hammond, Alan Freed, radio personality. That's a strong ass first list. Shit. Then you go to 87, Leonard Chess Records, the Coasters, Eddie Cochran, Bo Diddley in that motherfucker. The nigga who the award was named after, the Ahmet Ertegun. I can't pronounce the nigga name, but I know who he is. But the award was named after him. He ain't getting that motherfucker till 1987. Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Bill Haley.
I see Janet Jackson got in. Okay,
yeah, Janet Jackson in there. B.B. King, in that bitch. Like Smokey Robinson, Muddy Waters. Like, wow. See, I like shit like this because I like to go back in time. I'm one of those history people that go back in time and start looking at shit. You can't say what they own with they black artists though, because all I see is niggas. In '88, the Supremes and Berry Gordy winning the same year. The Drifters is in there. Damn, like all of the all-time greats. So it's actually, I'm glad that we're digging in the crates and looking back at this shit, because then my next question to you is 97 on up to where we at now. Who are artists that you can see are on the trajectory of being in a museum such as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Artists that have dropped since 1997?
Yep.
You already know who my first person go be.
Who, Kendrick?
You know what to say, right? No, nigga.
Oh,
Marshall Mathers, nigga.
White
Marshall Mathers. Do you disagree? No. I don't care what you think about.
No,
okay,
I don't disagree.
Cool.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay. He would be the first one. He would be the first artist that is on the trajectory. That should be. Yeah. I think Eminem is in that same category as Jay-Z, as like soon as you're eligible.
As soon as he's eligible,
he's in. So Eminem. From 97, since Drew dropped since 97. Damn, bang.
Eminem, Kendrick. My first two.
Drake.
When the rap, Drake. When it comes to rap, those are my three.
Okay. Kanye West.
Oh yeah, Kanye. My bad. Oh shit, my bad.
Kanye West.
That'd be my four: Kanye, Drake, Kendrick, Eminem.
Yeah.
As far as R&B goes,
Justin Timberlake.
I'm sticking with R&B.
All right. Stick around. I always, for some reason, when I think R&B, bro, I put JT as pop, but he made R&B tracks, so
Okay.
he's that guy.
But if you want to
so,
put him in there, that's cool.
R&B
And I still
though.
don't know.
We not
No,
sure.
dead ass. I still don't know.
Okay. R&B. Damn. Who's really been like
Usher?
dominating? Absolutely. And he's eligible. No, Usher's eligible.
Yeah, he's eligible. My bad.
He's eligible. I would put Usher in there. Yeah. Why the hell not? If you gotta,
I'm going to say no one.
Usher
on the
might be the
R&B
only
side.
one like eligible on the R&B like that's really worthy.
But I'm talking about 97 and on.
97 and on. Usher might be the only one, bro.
I'm talking about that dropped 1997 and on.
Since nobody's
97.
dropped. No R&B artist I can think of like that's been like killing it. Yeah, I mean we had some dope ass R&B artists to drop since 97. But
Yeah, dope, but not Hall of Fame dope.
Who's been Hall of Fame dope?
Not,
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like even from like okay, okay, so let's go from okay. I'm gonna say nobody.
That's a good ass question. I may have to dig deep, bang. I'm not sure. I can't think of nobody.
So right
off the
now I
top of my
got
head.
4. Still.
Okay.
All right, so just in a. Okay, so let's go in a like an influencer award, basically, like, then you have your musical award. It's 300, and then there's only 3,300 people up in there.
Hey,
It's not
Jermaine
even a
Dupri
lot,
got to be
330.
in there eventually.
That's why I was
right?
going. So you got your music,
Oh,
so
okay,
you got
okay,
your
okay.
musical excellence award. So this is honoring performers, songwriters, and producers who have changed the course of music history. These artists has dedicated their life and create. So basically like a producer songwriter award. Babyface belongs in here.
Babyface. Jermaine
Dupri.
Diddy. I would be Diddy.
Would be up in there. Diddy would be up in there too.
That'd be it. That'd be it for me. Or if you want to include maybe Dr. Dre, if you want to say Dr. Dre.
Yeah, okay,
put
yeah.
him
Dr. Dre, Diddy.
If you're not gonna put Dr. Dre in there for being like as artist wise, but like
Because I wouldn't.
producers-
I honestly wouldn't. It would have to be. It would have to be all encompassing. It would have to be musical excellence.
Okay, cool.
So we got. You say Dr. Dre, Diddy, Jermaine Dupri.
Yep.
Any
Babyface.
executives?
Exactly.
Well, no. Let me. No, I'm skipping. Babyface. We got Babyface. Would you put Teddy Riley?
I think so. I think so, bro.
So that's 5. We'll stick to 5.
I think we.
Because I want the people to do their own list and tell us too.
Yeah, I think we putting Teddy Riley in
So
there.
we got Dr. Dre, Jermaine Dupri, Diddy,
Babyface,
Teddy Riley. All
Teddy
right.
Riley. Yeah.
So, the Ahmet, I can't pronounce my man's name, but I know who he is. But honoring songwriters, producers, disc jockeys, record execs, journalists, and any other industry professionals that had a major influence on rock and roll or just music. You could put Diddy. You could put all them niggas that we named right here. Is there anybody else? Now, let's think managers, radio personalities, radio execs. We already put Babyface in the musical excellence. So songwriters, produce, and Dr. Dre. So they could be in this too, but since we put them in that, we won't put them in this. Journalists, record execs, disc jockeys, so DJs, songwriters, producers. Let me be before. Okay, go ahead. Let's think. Tom Joyner.
Absolutely.
Tom the fuck Joyner.
Absolutely.
You goddamn right. He should
Doug
be in
Banks. You do Doug Banks, of course. Herb.
there. Radio Hall of Fame.
Okay.
See, here's why I'm putting those two in the Radio Hall of Fame, but Tom in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Steve Harvey then.
Nah.
Woo! No? You don't think Steve Harvey done enough?
Fam, nobody from an urban perspective has made a mark on radio, urban radio. It's Tom Joyner. Like
and
this,
I don't disagree.
And also Tom Joyner. Let's be real. Tom Joyner helped Barack Obama get elected president.
Okay.
Tom Joyner would be on this list for me.
Not mad. That's tough, though. It's not too many people like Tom Joyner.
No, it's not. Producers. Is it
You
any
only
other
have two
producer that we could think of? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, highest pinnacle. We being tough.
I think when you like, look, we gotta be exactly how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, bro. You gotta be shit on a tight circle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I guess we can bring Jermaine Dupri, Dr. Dre, and Diddy down and put them right there.
Damn.
Because I'm thinking radio execs too. I'm thinking of execs too, like record execs. Is Russell Simmons in this mother? If Russell Simmons is not in here, he goes here.
When you consider Russell Simmons, do you think of like when you run DMC? Do you consider Russell Simmons as part of that? Or
Yeah.
So Russell Simmons is not in it like alone.
I don't know. I didn't check.
I don't think I saw his name, but yeah. Why the
Russell
hell
Simmons,
would he
yes.
not be there?
Russell Simmons, Rick Rubin together, yes. I put them there. I think that's it for me. Andre Harrell.
Andre Harrell, maybe. Yep.
So let me tell you this. And this is me being out. This is me being transparent here. I watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, have you ever watched some shit and was like, yo, this is amazing, but then you look down on yourself? Like, fuck, what am I doing? that was this.
Yeah.
Okay. I want shit like this. Like, I didn't get in this shit to be regular. I'm not doing this podcast to be regular. I'm not doing this podcast just to say that I have a podcast. I'm not doing my job to be regular. You said what?
I said we're not doing this shit just as a trend.
Yeah, we're not just doing this shit as a trend. Like, but when you listen to these stories, like, I'm one of them niggas who look at this shit like this, and my first thought ain't, why is insert artist here not in the Hall of Fame? Like, sports, okay, all that, but this shit is what I do. I'm involved with this shit. And just looking at some of the people who were inducted, I want that effect. I want that effect on people. I want that effect on the culture. I want that effect on just music in general. So when I looked and listened to some of these inductions, I'm like, fuck. I need to do more.
And I can honestly say, though, Bang, like, if it ain't the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or whatever type of Hall of Fame it is, like, me knowing you, I know you will have your place in this shit, and motherfuckers gonna know you.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
I hear what you say. I know what you saying.
No, it just need to be said.
I hear you though, but
you will get
you gonna get your moment.
No. Hear me out. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this shit here. Like, even the Radio Hall of Fame. Like, I'm listening to Donnie. Like, I have the pleasure of working with Donnie Simpson. He just got into the Radio Hall of Fame. Just should have been there. He just got there. Breakfast Club been doing their thing for 10 years. First ballot. And transparent. Like, I look at some of the shit that me and my team do at our job, and I know we do a bomb-ass job. I think we dope. But we don't never get the respect as one you feel in that position could get or should get. And I thank everybody who like Merk gave on Clubhouse, man. Merk Murphy, shouts out to him, Complex 2010 Studios. That motherfucker gave me an introduction that I was like, nigga, shit, I done some stuff. Mm-hmm. But when it's all said and done, I want to be honored among the songwriters, producers, disc jockeys, radio execs, journalists, and other industry professionals that had a major influence on this culture.
And not because I just work with you, Bang. I think you will. I mean,
that's my hope.
It will.
Look, I want to be the nigga that's on stage getting the Emmy. Mm-hmm. I want to be the nigga that's on stage getting awards. I want to be able to be like, yo, the West Side is here through me. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to move the culture forward like some of these winners who won this award. Let me tell you some of the people who won this award, Mike. Some of these people you might know. Some of these people you might not know. Like the one that was announced last night was Irvin Azoff. Irvin Azoff is a manager upon managers like this dude right here. When they told his story, I was like, shit. Some of the other people was Dick Clark. Nigga, that's fucking one of the greatest radio personalities of all time. Clive Davis, an exec. Alan Freed, maybe like the first big radio personality. David Geffen, Geffen Records. Barry Gordy Jr. We know who the fuck Barry Gordy is. Holland Dozier Holland wrote all the shit that Smokey didn't write. Quincy Jones, Gamble and Huff. Like, these are people who we know. And then there's other people that we don't know. Phil Spector killed a motherfucker. He in the Hall of Fame. It's like Jerry Wexler, Alan Toussaint. Like, I look at these people and I hear these things and I want to be among those people. I want to be able to, when I'm 70 or 80 or even 60, be able to be like, yo, thank you. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my kids. I want to thank my grandkids. I want to thank all the people that helped me get here. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. I want to be able to do that. That eats me up. When I do certain things, and I'm like, damn, is it? Like, am I out on the right track? Am I doing this? I want to do that. Because to me, it ain't just about doing the job. I want to move shit. And I don't want to just move shit locally either. There ain't no Chicago Hall of Fame for this shit. I want to do this shit. I want to be Worldwide West. I want to be that type of person that you respect, and it's like, all right, but on the background, it's like, that's the nigga that you like. That nigga did some shit, and then when it comes down to it, like, oh man, shit, we gotta honor that motherfucker. Like Quincy Jones is one of the greatest producers of all time. I ain't producing no shit. But when you look at that man documentary on Netflix, you can watch that shit right now. Even if you ain't around when you was around, I'm born in 1982. This nigga was doing his thing well before I was. Yeah. But you look at that shit and you see that this nigga came from the south side of Chicago to where he at right now. If knock on wood, it don't happen. But shit, if Quincy Jones were to die today, niggas is crying. Barack Obama is putting up a picture and a quote on his Instagram page. And he's going to talk about the greatness of Quincy Jones. It's like how great that man is and how dope he is. Have you watched the documentary The Black Godfather on Netflix?
I haven't seen that.
Watch that ASAP.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to watch and find out who Clarence Avon is.
Okay.
I want to be Clarence Avon. And I think like when I look at these joints, especially like now, I think about how I'm glad that I'm in the position that I'm in, but in order for me to grow and glow, I gotta do certain things.
Yeah.
But when it comes to it, man, like when it comes down to it, I know everybody can't be that.
Yeah.
But everybody should strive to be that. And that's what I want, man. And I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but I ain't getting into this shit. Like it made me look watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, especially Irvin Azoff. And he's from Danville too. And just like looking at his story, I ain't getting to this shit to be regular. I ain't getting this shit just to be somebody who's doing something. I ain't getting this shit just to be Chicago famous or just regional famous. I got into this shit, as weird as it may sound, like when you look at Dan Rather or when you look at Walter Cronkite, and when Martin Luther King died, he got to get on TV and announce that shit. Yeah. That's what I always wanted. Like, I wanted to announce the news. I want to be that dude that announced the breaking news and all of that shit. That's what I always wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, yeah, you got to get back to that shit. I mean, thank you for all of those words, but the reason why I like watching shit like that, because the road to get to that wasn't easy, and I want to learn that road because I didn't get into this bitch to be regular. And I don't think Quincy Jones got up in this bitch to be regular. I don't think that Marvin Gaye got up into music just to be regular. I don't think he got into music just to be sitting around a garbage can with fire in it to be like, singing doo-wop songs. I don't think that was his plan. So it just really got me back to that, man. It's always amazing watching, people get their flowers now, and I salute, Merck for giving me my flowers this morning. And I know one of the things I got to do is get away from not accepting those flowers. Like, oh man, no, fuck that. I'm 38, going on 39. Like I had some health issues that I was.
You love to say you ain't did shit, but you really
no. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I haven't done shit. I'm just saying this is the shit that I want. Yeah. So compared to what I'm like, I need to do more. Yeah. I've done enough locally for niggas to respect me. I've done enough for people at my job to respect me. Yeah. But in the words of Marlo and Pusha T, my name is my name. Yeah. And I want my name to ring off. Not just for me, but for my kids and my family. I want them motherfuckers to respect what we do. And when you look at these things, how I look at them, you will totally understand where I come from. That's why I'm going to say it for the last time. I ain't get into this shit to be regular. I got into this bitch because when it's all said and done, I want a bust and a plaque saying that this nigga was the shit. And watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and seeing what I saw and how I watched it, I could watch that shit 5 more times and learn 5 different things every time I watch it. And that's what I want, because I want to be great. And we should all do that, man. So I strive for anybody that's listening to this pod, man. That was the transparent moment. But yeah, man, y'all should all strive to be that. And I challenge people to look at that shit and just go on some of these Hall of Fame websites, especially the shit that you into, and really look, man. I don't think Michael Irvin got into football, went to the Dallas Cowboys and got number 88, which is special, to be like, all right, niggas, I'm here now.
Yep.
No, that nigga did cocaine and was still one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, fam. That's the other part about this. I admire any nigga who did hard drugs and still was like a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
I admire you. That means you had to drive like no other, fam.
Yep.
That you can go get a rock and still be like, hey.
Hey, you can still go out there and catch the rock.
We right. Hey, we got a game. I can't smoke that motherfucker now, but after the game.
Yeah, we lit, nigga.
We lit, fam. Off season, oh my God. Cracking bitches. Like, nah, fam.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot. Hey, imagine if you found out Michael Jordan did cocaine.
Hey, we know about the what was it, the cocaine yeah.
Imagine if Michael Jordan was one of those people.
Imagine Michael Jordan not opening up that hotel room door, seeing his teammates get out and him walking out. Imagine Mike was like, yo, I'm in.
I'm in, give me a line. Give me a line. And still average 37.1. Imagine that, fam. Imagine being an alcoholic and still be killing niggas nightly. Because I think Allen Iverson was drunk one or two of them nights.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that. And you still great. And make it to the Hall of Fame. I mean, yeah, of course. No, imagine if he was sober. Like, yeah, of course. But do you know the drive that you have to be on drugs?
I'm about to say, motherfuckers might function better when they under the influence.
They might. Can you imagine that drive to do that shit and still be a Hall of Famer, nigga? I want that without the drugs. Like, I want that without the drugs. What did I say the name of this podcast is gonna be, Mike?
White people in Carhartt or some shit. Yeah,
white people plus Carhartts equals semi-automatics.
This is crazy.
Do you know how that gotta be? Oh, I just jumped in the group that said. I'm not with the nasty shit. You niggas ain't talking about doodling on yourself and shit. Oh. Oh, hustle fights.
This Clubhouse?
I bet. Look, you do your due diligence, and when I find you, it's what it is, all right? You got 10,000. I bet. Because who got a kid?
Oh.
10,000 times. Because who was scared? Dumbass nigga. As long as we scared.
It's a fight on Clubhouse. That's how we in the pod.
Hey, man. Yo, Some Dude Pod. Yo, y'all be sure to follow us on IG at Some Dude Pod. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you, if you're on Facebook, get into the group. Hashtag Some Dude Pod on Facebook. Me and J.I. Bang on IG at J.I. Bang at Mike B_CHR. Make sure you hit the merch store. 10% off. Also free shipping. Yes, sir. Man, make sure I get my invite, bro. I need to get in here. You or Bang. I mean, you or J Morg. I need my invite.
Oh, somebody call somebody a goofy bitch.
He called you as a goofy bitch, better call that nigga a club or something. Something, you better call me something before a motherfucker really slide on your ass, bitch.
Whoa. I told you that shit is like the party. That's the party line right there.
Some of y'all in here really know me. Some of y'all really know me. Y'all know I take this shit. I take this shit further than these.
Yo, Bang, what the fuck?
Hey, man.
Hey, y'all. Bro, when I really find you, I'm gonna make you get on Clubhouse. Hey, listen, y'all. Should I say something? You know what's so funny? He gonna shoot.
Yo, they don't have no administrators running those pages, bro. Like, so I need to shut that down now.
Right.
All right, look, Bang, I got it roll.
It's a fight on Clubhouse. Hey, man.
That's crazy.
We just want to end the show with a fight on Clubhouse, man. All right, man. We gonna holler at y'all.
All right, yo.
Yo, 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 it's your girl, Nate Kel, and this is some new podcast. We out. Peace.